It's really interesting. When you talk to your customer, sometimes you find out that the words that you've been using to describe your business and your product and your unique value proposition are not the same words that your customer uses. So here are a few things that I might suggest you think about when you start thinking about terming things. Well, the first thing is you need to know who your customer is. You need to know what kind of terminology that they're used to using. For example, if the term you use is to collaborate and the term they use is to get together, well, you might need to align those two things. It brings us to our second point about matching what it is that's unique about you with your customer's definition. You don't want your customer to be naming everything on your site or completely driving your product cycles, but you need to understand that what it is that's unique about them needs to resonate, or what's unique about your product needs to resonate with your customer. And that leads us to our third point. You really need to, once you've determined who your customer is and what kind of nomenclature they're using, you want to align those definitions with the user experience or the UI. Let me give you an example here. We'll go back to the collaboration. If your site is doing collaborative video editing, for example, and your customer doesn't quite understand what collaboration means, but they want to work with other people, well then maybe the way that you lead them to that is you give them a tool that lets them edit, and then in the user experience you surround that tool with perhaps other people that are working on the same type of product or other content that might make sense in their project. Now you've aligned the experience with the way that they're thinking about things. So at the end of the day, it's really important that you have a clear definition and define your product, but don't do it in a vacuum. Don't be afraid to talk to your customers, and don't be afraid to adapt to what they say.